Hi, my name is Mark Schnoll from Bowers & Wilkins Loudspeaker. Welcome to CES 2011, excuse me. Anyway, we're premiering here a brand new product called the Zeppelin Air. Now, the Zeppelin has been around for about 3 years, a tremendously successful iPod docking station. What we wanted to do is not only improve the performance, but actually the accessibility in the way that you interface with the Zeppelin. So the first thing you're going to notice with it is sonic improvements. What we did is we started from the ground up. First thing we decided to do was put all brand new drivers. So we borrowed driver technology from our very successful MM1, which is a multimedia speaker. It's the exact same tweeter, so we've got 2 of those. We also went to 2 dedicated mid-range drivers, which is different than we had in the original Zeppelin, which were much more of hybrid drivers. We also have a subwoofer inside of here. The amplifiers also got improved. The old generation had 3 amplifiers. We've now gone to 5 amplifiers, so each driver actually has its own dedicated amplifier. The tweeter and mid-range driver each have a 25-watt amplifier, and then the bass driver has a 50-watt amplifier. One of the coolest things we probably did with this is the way we actually get the signal. The older generation Zeppelin actually pulled the signal off into the analog domain, so we were a slave to whatever D-to-A converters were inside of either your iPod or your iPhone, whatever it happened to be. The new one, on the other hand, pulls it off from the digital domain. What this allows us to do is actually use our own D-to-A converters, which upsample every signal from to a 24-bit 96 kilohertz tone. So sonic improvements fast. The other big thing is we rewrote the DSP chip, all done in-house with proprietary technology. We also added a technology called Flowport on the rear of the unit. We'll show you a picture of that in just a second. And the Flowport allows the air to get out of the cabinet much faster, so the bass response is much better. I would have no problem telling a consumer that this is going to sound 4 times better than the original Zeppelin sounded. Now for the fun part. What we now have incorporated inside of it is Apple's core technology called Apple AirPlay. What that allows you to do, unlike the older generation Zeppelin where you had to mount an iPod directly to it, now what you can do is stream wirelessly. So if you have a wireless network at home, all you do is go out, look for the Zeppelin, find it, assign it, and now all of a sudden you get your iPhone, your iPod, your iTouch, your iPad. Get that on a wireless network and it will stream wirelessly over to the Zeppelin itself. Great sounding. There's no difference between plugging it in versus AirPlay. They all sound the same that way. The other thing you can do is actually assign multiples. So if somebody wanted to have each one of these in every room in their house, what you can literally do is with any of your device, again, whether it be an iPad, iTouch, whatever it is, and literally walk around touching and going from one room to the other, and it would turn it on as you get into the room. The other thing you can do with this is if you want to do what we call party mode, which is all of them on at the same time, what you need to do is derive that signal from your hard drive itself. So that would be either an Apple, a PC, whatever it is, wherever your iTunes folder is stored. You'll then get that out, and that will stream out to every Zeppelin in the house, Zeppelin Air in the house, and get the same sound going everywhere. So sonic improvements, visually it's turned out a little bit better, and of course accessibility now with Apple AirPlay. We've got a real winner here. The only bad news for the people in the UK is there is going to be a slight price increase. I believe the old one was £399. The new one's going to be £499. So hey, £100 gets you a lot at this point though, and availability is going to be March of this year.